Yes, my dear lovely friends, how are you all? Welcome to EduTap. Welcome to your super marathon session of NABARD Grade A 2021. As promised, I am here at 12 noon. So the session was to take place at 11, but so many students had to take mock test, all India free mock tests that are being provided by us. The timing was 11 to 12. So we postponed this time to 12 noon. I was waiting for you students to come join the session after your mock test. Welcome to the class. Thank you so much for the lovely wishes. I'm so grateful to have the lovely wishes of such students. ठीक है, happy Teachers Day to all of you also. Each and every individual makes you learn something, right? So thank you. And I'll just quickly tell you the schedule of the marathon series, super marathon series that has been started by EduTap for free of cost at its YouTube channel. So today, 5th September, is the first lecture of ESI Current Affairs. Starting from today till 15th of September, we will be taking your time to cover all the important sections of Phase 1 examination. Special focus would be, of course, there on your merit subjects of ESI, ARD, and GA. We have a surprise session for GA. I'll tell later when that takes place on next Sunday, right? So join the sessions at 7 p.m. on weekdays and on Sundays at 12 p.m. Right, let's just start the lecture then. Okay, so much thankful for the lovely wishes. Guys, have you all taken the mock test? If not, do take it. It's a free initiative by EduTap. We are providing 3 mock tests for merit sections of NABARD Grade A examinations. GA, ESI, ARD, 100 questions are there. 11 to 12 is the time. If you haven't taken the session, enroll it and take the PDFs. And next Sunday, you can take the live test. Okay, let's just start. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done yet. You'll have to join our Telegram channel if you're not a student of our course so that you can download the PDFs of these lectures. I want to tell you initially itself, all the PDFs of these lectures will be available to you, right? One more. Last announcement, NABARD 40 coupon code is being run by us to provide 40% off on our NABARD courses. So any NABARD course, be it MCQs course, be it full course, be it phase 1 course, you can avail this discount. It is valid till 10th of September. ठीक है जी? चलो चलिए फिर चलें. Let's start. Are you guys excited? How is the Josh for the session? I can see Josh is high. मॉक्स की जितना भी क्वेरीज हैं, ड्रॉप अस अ मेल at hello@edutap.co.in if you are unable to find the course on our website, right? ठीक है, अब start करते हैं आपका session. Today's lecture is gonna be about ESI current affairs. I told you yesterday you have to take out थोड़ा ज़्यादा time because today's lecture will cover January, February, March, April, May. 5 months of ESI current affairs I'm gonna cover. I get this query a lot that ma'am, do I need to cover current affairs prior to 3 months? So this is the answer. If you haven't done it yet, tune into the lecture, be with me till the end of the session. I also have an announcement to make at the end of this session. ठीक है जी, let's start. You're welcome, Nikhil, and all the students. We are happy to start with the session. Very first question. I'll be waiting for a few seconds for you to answer and then I'll quickly give you the answer. Which of the following organizations has introduced Bharat Griha Raksha policy? What is the answer? SBI Home Insurance, HDFC Ergo, Royal Sundaram, Oriental Home Insurance, or none of the above? So Bharat Griha Raksha policy penetration is being promoted because there is less policy penetration in India, the insurance policies. So Griha Raksha policy has been introduced by options do not give the answer. None of the above is the answer here. Correct answer is IRDAI, your regulator for insurance. So Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. So general home contents are going to be covered under this Bharat Griha Raksha policy, and the building subject to a maximum of rupees 10 lakh will be provided for the building insurance, right? It's SBI, it's not HDFC, it's none of the above. IRDAI. Okay, easy to remember. The Griha Raksha policy we want to promote, and the regulator itself is coming out with the policy. Government of India has signed loan agreements of up to rupees 646 million with NDB, New Development Bank, for roads and bridges reconstruction project and mandal connectivity and rural connectivity projects for which of the following states? So we have seen in the previous year of NABARD that the agreements when important institutions, economic institutions sign with state government, they become important. This is the trend of NABARD. So you'll see many such questions in this lecture. Okay? Chaliye fir, let's start. Andhra Pradesh is the answer. So this loan by NDB, NDB is the Bank of BRICS, right? I hope you remember this. So it's a Bank of BRICS, and it has said that this loan will be given to Andhra Pradesh for the connectivity of rural areas, state highways and district roads. Assam is not the right answer, right? That's okay if you are not able to give the right answer, because we need to score in the paper. Which of the following has introduced liberalized MSME AEO package? Hanji, very famous package, MSME, Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises package was released by anyone up for the answer? Okay, let me just wait for this answer. Akhil says SIDBI. Okay, I have got one answer. So many students are here, guys. Come on, be quick. We do not have time. I have like around 200 questions for you guys. Shreya says SIDBI. Ravi says SIDBI. Venugopal says SIDBI. Prasant says SIDBI. Very nice, very nice. Shreyanshi, Anjali, Kaveri, Dinesh, Navina, everyone is right. CBIC is the correct answer. Liberalized MSME package has been launched by Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Commission. Do know this acronym also. It's a voluntary compliance program which will enable custom clearances for stakeholders in the global supply chain. So global supply chain will basically include what? Importers, exporters, service providers for logistics, custodians, etc. So to promote MSMEs, MSMEs play a very important role in the exports of India. So that is why this has been done. Which of the following state government or UT has recently launched Kisan Kalyan mission? Yes. So I just want to tell you before you answer that such schemes which are launched by states and are related to specifically agriculture or rural area or rural development are more important. This is what the trend of your exam says. Okay? So Kisan Kalyan mission was launched by the state of UP. तो किसानों का कल्याण करने के लिए government has decided that Yogi ji will take the lead, and that's why Kisan Kalyan mission started. I hope you'll be able to remember how there's a leader, I won't name, of Kisan Sabhas. Nowadays, this Kisan Morchas are going on in North India, especially the states of Punjab, Haryana, UP. So the leader of that protest is from UP. So that's why UP has come up with this particular mission. Okay? I hope this will help you to remember it. So CM of UP, Yogi ji, has launched Kisan Kalyan mission. It will be for every development of the every block of the district. Where did it start from? Dadupur village, Lucknow. Please remember it. All the informations given here are as per the relevance of the examination. Okay? Kisan Kalyan mission aims to double the farmers' income by 2022. Ashok Dal YG ki committee is already there for the same purpose, but people felt that might not be enough people in the government, so that's why Kisan Kalyan mission launched. Okay? Which of the following states has announced free sanitary pads for girl students at high schools and colleges? Important this is because an appreciable initiative taken by the state of Punjab. Okay? Punjab, it's nothing to do with the elections that are gonna come next year in Punjab or UP. All these initiatives are not related to it. Okay? Do not think that our governments do not do anything apart from elections. Class bahut der chalegi ji. It can run up to 3 hours. Let's see. We have to cover a lot of questions. It might be ending in like 2.5 hours. Depends on, my dear lovely students, how quickly they answer. NHRC has recommended central government to increase the compensation paid as one-time cash assistance for the rehabilitation of manual scavengers to dash. So National Human Rights Commission is working really hard to actually eradicate the manual scavengers. They should not be manual scavengers and they should be doing some other respectful job. Right. Irony is that manual scavengers should also be respected in our society, but they are not. So NHRC said that one-time cash assistance, which is given by central government, should now be rupees 1 lakh. If manual scavengers approach the government, they say that we want to give up our profession, their profession it is, and we want to pursue something else. Then government provides them not only cash assistance, but also many other assistance like skill development, trainings, etc. Okay? Very happy to see the right answers. NHRC has recommended center to provide Acha, this is different. NHRC recommended center to provide financial assistance to manual scavengers to start their own business. That was for what purpose? 1 lakh is the financial assistance to be given in cash. 10 lakh is to start their own business. Any enterprises, any small business they want to set up, rupees 10 lakh would be provided to them. That is what NHRC has recommended the center. Okay? According to the recent guidelines issued by UGC, to IOEs, Institutes of Eminence, IOEs. So, according to the guidelines by UGC to IOEs in January, a proposed off-campus center should achieve a teacher-student ratio of dash by the end of 5 years. Guys, such questions, na, put a star here. You want to take a screenshot of this particular question, take it. Why? Because you can later on see if this comes in the examination. Such things which are related to education, the ratio of the student teacher, ratio of the skill training and the proportion provided, these are important for your NABARD examination. Okay? So here answer would be option 2, 1:10. So this would be the teacher student ratio as per the guidelines by UGC. Initially, it will be a teacher-student ratio of 1:20. Later on, by the end of 5 years, it will be 1:20. So you have to answer according to the question. If it is initially 1:20, if it is at the end of 5 years, it's 1:10. Right. Ministry of Education has launched this IOEs, Institutes of Eminence scheme in 2017. What is the aim? To project the Indian institutions of global recognition. Basically, we know that Indian institutes, apart from IITs, there are not much institutes which are of high level studies or at the provide high quality education as per the global standards. So to increase them, it has been started this scheme. Which of the following state has become 8th in India to complete EODB reforms, ease of doing business reforms? Hanji. The state that has confirmed is Kerala. Okay, PDF is gonna be available. Do not worry, you'll have to join our Telegram channel for the PDF. After the lecture, it will be there. Which of the following countries has organized One Planet Summit for Biodiversity in January 2021? So I have around 50 questions from JanFeb clubbed. Okay, then after those months, I have more questions. So One Planet Summit for Biodiversity has been organized by whom? Which state? Italy, India, Sweden, Japan or France? I am getting answer as option 2. Rituraj is saying 1, Supriya is saying 2. Acha, to Italy and India has a tie, it seems. Some people are also opting for France. France is also a good option because India started this solar alliance with France, right? So France is the answer. France has organized the One Planet Summit. Theme for this summit was let's act together for nature. We have to work together for our nature. This is a widely accepted fact now. I can say it's a paradigm thing that you have to work together for nature. One country, one person, one state cannot do anything to make changes in our nature. Rather to prevent the changes in our nature. IREDA has signed MOU with which of the following organizations to provide technical expertise in developing renewable energy projects for 5 years? Hanji, IREDA, Renewable Energy Development Agency, this says it has signed an MOU with NHPC. Okay? Which of the following state government or UT has launched Satark Nagrik mobile app? Hanji. So Satark Nagrik mobile app is obviously, as from the name, if you understand Hindi, Satark is making aware. So aware citizen this app is for, and it has been launched for Jammu Kashmir. It makes sense because Jammu Kashmir, when given the UT status, then to make people, citizens living there aware, this app was launched that they should know what rights they have, how the state becoming a UT is gonna help them. Okay? I'm really happy to say the answers coming in, pouring in. Some of you are answering correctly, some of you are not, but that's okay. Please forgive me if I'm not able to take up your names. Swamitva is a new initiative of which ministry? Panchayati Raj. I hope you know it. Swamitva is a very important scheme. So it's an initiative of the Ministry of Panchayati Raj which aims to provide rural people with the right to document their residential properties. What does I stands for in Swamitva? So Swamitva scheme is an important scheme. What is the aim? Given already here, residential properties in the rural areas are going to be documented through this scheme, right? Online record would be there. So I stands for improvement. This, I hope you are, if you have the experience of paper, you are able to understand that these questions are in line with your paper exactly, right? So Swamitwa itself stands for Survey of Villages and Mapping with Improvised Technology in Village Areas. Do you need to remember this particular acronym? Yes, you need to. For any scheme that you cover, for any important thing that you read about, right? Let's say NHRC for that matter, National Human Rights Commission we covered, right? You must know the acronym because NABARD has this tendency, especially in phase 1, they will ask such acronyms. ठीक है जी? Improvised is the right. Anshu is exactly right, and one of my lovely student has said that I am blank at this point. Do not worry. Being blank at this point is acceptable. That's completely okay. Be with me during the session and download the PDF later on, revise it. We want you to score an examination. I have told you earlier also. We will make sure if you study thoroughly that you crack the examination. Okay, that is our objective. Next question. Prime Minister has addressed the conclave on school education in 21st century under NEP, New Education Policy or National Education Policy, in which he listed out the 21st century skills for advancing student skills. Which of the following was not one of the skills he has mentioned? Now, this is a very interesting question. This is as per the changing pattern of the paper, that PM Modi ji announced few skills that these are the new 21st century skills. Students must be aware about those skills. Which is not one of them? Curiosity, communication, cooperation, collaboration, or creativity. The cooperation is not one of those skills. Ministry of Cooperation, although we have established, right? But we want to provide, PM says that we want students to have what? Critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, curiosity, and communication. These are 5 C's. This question can be framed that way also, that 5 C's is the new skills of 21st century as per the announcement of PM. What is, which one of the following is the C mentioned here or not mentioned here? Okay? Critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, curiosity, communication. Which of the following state has topped the second edition of India Innovation Index released by Niti Aayog? Very important index, second edition of India Innovation Index. Niti Aayog releases this innovation index and it has been topped by the state of Karnataka. It's easy to remember. Innovation is somewhere related to creativity, right? So Karnataka has this city, Bangalore. It's called the Silicon Valley of India. So many IT companies are established there. So they are innovating. They are every day working for innovation. So that way you can remember it. I want to highlight here one thing, that if you want to cover specifically reports and indices, then you have to refer to our mega revision series that took place few days back on our channel. There we have conducted 4 lectures dedicated to the reports and indices, right? So you will not miss out any important report or scheme, report and index if you refer there. Chale, aage. Dash releases All India CPI numbers for agricultural laborers and rural laborers for December. So it was released in December, but this question, current context is of the static question. Who releases it? Labor Bureau. ठीक है? Easy one to remember. CPI for agricultural laborers, rural laborers. So this takes you to Labor Bureau. Ministry of WCD, Women Child Development, has informed that Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme has completed 6 years in Jan 2021. So it's a landmark month, I would say. That's why this question is here. Now, out of 640 districts covered under this scheme, how many districts have shown improvement in sex ratio to birth from 2014-15 to 18-19? Guys, this question is like a, I would say, mine of information for you. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme is, although it's a tri-ministerial scheme, but Ministry of Women and Child Development is the nodal one. Okay, there, important role it is playing. Second, BBP has confirmed its 6 years. So you need to read about this scheme. If you haven't done it yet, please do read about it. Secondly, how many districts it covers? 640 it covers. Then, what is the data being asked here, that improvement, how many districts has shown? I am getting answers as 422, 427, and 444 was also the answer. 444 is not there. I assume that you were saying 427. ठीक है, तो 427 जो है वो गलत है जी. 422 is the right answer. Please remember it. Do you need to remember it that 422 have shown improvement out of 640? You have to remember it. Okay, it's not very difficult, I assume now. In Climate Adaptation Summit of 2021, India has declared a target of dash gigawatt of renewable energy capacity by 2030. So, target of how much gigawatt renewable energy has been announced? 450 gigawatts, ठीक है? Now see, government has to announce targets. They try to meet those targets. Even if they are not able to do so, they cannot set small targets, na? So that you have to remember. So let's see if we achieve these targets. But 450, 450 hai gigawatt of renewable energy to be achieved by 2030, by which we have to attain our sustainable development goals also. Farmers ki income bhi, although we have to double by 2022, right? 450 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2030. Very important, please remember it. Climate change has emerged as global emergency according to People's Climate Vote poll. Which of the following conducted this poll? So People's Climate Vote was a poll conducted by all important organizations given here related to United Nations. So here our answer is United Nations Development Program. Apart from this, you also have to know that global emergency was what? Climate change. Okay? Is that fine? UNDP, not UNEP. Do not get confused. This is United Nations Environment Program. This is United Nations Development Program. The Development Program has said that climate vote poll conducted and has said that climate change is the global emergency. And now they will collaborate with UNEP for the actions. Which of the following has distributed charkha, looms, garment machines to artisans in West Bengal to boost local employment? तो ये जनवरी की बात है. I don't know तब तक elections took place or not in West Bengal, but this was being done, and this has been done by KVIC, Khadi Village Industries Commission, right? KVIC's full form you have to know, and see, charkha, looms, these are related to what? Khadi. Usually Gandhi ji comes to mind now when we remember about charkha and all. So khadi, and khadi is under KVIC, Khadi Village Industries Commission. Easy to remember, I hope. Which of the following ministries or departments has launched the NIP, National Innovation Portal? Again, it's a very important portal. I'm already getting answers here. The correct answer is Ministry of Science and Technology. ठीक है? So science and technology has, innovation again is related to mostly science and technology. It is there in obviously education, commerce industry, Niti Aayog mein bhi hoga hi innovation to, but science and technology is the answer. Okay? So with this we are done with January questions. Now I'm taking you to February questions, right? Very nice, our pace is good. We have to cover questions till May, right? Chalo, very nice, very nice. Happy to see so many answers coming in. Great. Chalein fir? Okay. 2025 questions from February also. Union budget questions you will see here. You guys want me to reduce the speed thoda sa? Okay, I'll try. ठीक है? Okay. I'll not. I see. I do not promise that I'll take very slowly, but I'll try to reduce the speed. Okay. ठीक है. PDF मिल जाएगा. My dear friends, do not worry. You have to. If you are a subscriber of our course, do not worry. It will be there in course. If you are not a subscriber, join our Telegram group. There we will post the PDF after the lecture. Right? चलिए जी. चलिए. As per Union Budget 21-22, central government has announced rupees dash for NRF, National Research Foundation. According to the budget, the amount for NRF would be, this is the budgetary allocation, right? So answer is 50,000 crore. NRF will fund research projects across 4 major disciplines: Science, technology, social science, arts and humanities. So science, technology at one hand, social sciences, humanities at other. So today we need a balance of science, technology and humanities, right? And social sciences basically. So keep this in mind that National Research Foundation is gonna do its research on science, keeping in mind the social science also. So this is easy. The four disciplines in which the amount is gonna go, the funds are gonna go, and the amount is 50,000 crore. Okay, this is as per the union budget. In the month of February, your union budget was released. In a union budget speech, Finance Minister has proposed financial outlay of rupees dash crores in next 5 years, starting from the financial year 21-22 for PLI scheme in 13 sectors. So the idea is that in the budget speech, Finance Minister has announced what amount for PLI scheme which is going to run for next 5 years. So this budget is for 5 years. The answer here is 1.97 lakh crores. I just want to address one thing here, that I keep on getting this query that ma'am, there are two different usually budgets. One is for like why usually there are two different allocations made. This is the answer, guys. This is for 5 years. Usually what they do is that for sometimes it is announced for 5 years, let's say the tenure of the scheme. Sometimes it is for, let's say, 1 year, that this year's budgetary allocation is this out of the total sum given here, right? Or sometimes they even make additional allocation. So that you have to read carefully. Okay. As per the new definition of small companies under the Companies Act, which came in Feb 2021, thresholds for paid up capital has been revised from not exceeding rupees 50 lakh to not exceeding rupees dash. Very important. Small companies, medium companies play a very important role, right, in our economy, in our export sector. So threshold for paid up capital revised from, earlier it was not exceeding 50 lakh, now it is not exceeding 2 crore. So minimum the maximum threshold is 50 lakh to 2 crore now. Okay, ji. Apart from that, this is about the paid up capital. If we talk about a turnover, then 2 crore to 20 crore. So keep it in mind like this way, 50 lakh to 2 crore. Okay. Second is, this is the 2 crore, right? So this is the minimum threshold, 2 crore to 20 crore. So this would be the paid up capital. This would be the turnover. What you pay up to start your business and then what your turnover is. So obviously your turnover has to be more than paid up capital, right? So 50 lakh, 2 crore, 2 crore, 20 crore, right? This is easy. Everyone is able to answer. Glad to see. As per the Finance Minister announcement in the budget, APMCs will become eligible beneficiaries to utilize rupees dash crore financing facilities under AIF to enhance infrastructure at mandis. So APMCs are basically related to your mandis only, right? The amount, the financing facility under AIF is gonna be rupees 1 lakh. Agriculture Produce Marketing Committee, APMCs stand for. I am hoping that you all know this because you are preparing for NABARD. You cannot say that I do not know what is the full form of APMC. I do not know what is the full form of ENAM. I am hearing soil health card for the very first time. I do not know what is a model mandi. You cannot say such things if you are preparing for NABARD. And if you are saying, please find it out right now. You still have time, right? Under the Brew-Yang agreement, the center has announced a package of rupees dash. So this is related to your politics, Indian polity, I would say. So Brew-Yang agreement, under it center said that they are gonna give a package of rupees 600 crores. So agreement was signed between your union government of Tripura and Mizoram, as well as the Brew-Yang representatives in 2020, so that there was a refugee crisis going on. Brew-Yang are the refugees, basically. They were pouring into these states. So to avoid that, this agreement has been signed. The states that are related to Brew-Yang agreement are Tripura and Mizoram. Okay, your northeastern states. T states, है ना? T is found there. Dash and education were the two broad themes of Asean India Hackathon. So Asean India Hackathon has recently taken place. What was the themes? What were the themes? So one is education, right? Other one is very easy to remember. Blue economy. See, unemployment, poverty and health. These are the basic things. If even in 21st century we are talking about keeping these as our themes, then we are somewhere lagging, it shows. So either it will be blue economy or digital platforms. So education should also have been actually something digital education it should have been, but anyhow it's education and blue economy. So it was organized by Ministry of Education in collaboration with Ministry of External Affairs. So Education Ministry came here and External Affairs because they wanted to collaborate with Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN nations, right? Government has announced the establishment of a center for wetland conservation and management as part of the dash. So this wetland conservation and management will be established as part of the National Center for Sustainable Coastal Management. Option 2 is the right answer. So wetland conservation will be done by coastal management, right? ठीक है? Is my speed fine now? चलिए, moving on. What does R stands for in the acronym SRAP 2019 ranking for states and UTs? So SRAP is the ranking for different states and UTs, and R in that stands for reform, which is State Reform Action Plan, right? So this State Reform Action Plan ranking was released by DPIIT. And acha, what is blue economy? See, blue economy is the economy we are trying to give a boost to our economy through fishes, development of your seas, we can say the mineral resources found there, aquaculture, fisheries. That is what blue economy is. Okay? Minister of Health and Family Welfare has addressed the event Family Planning 2020, which was held to enable 120 million more women and girls to use contraceptives by the year 2020. To strengthen family planning services, India invested US dollar dash by 2020. Guys, this is a typical question. This is when it comes in the examination, it is considered to be a difficult question. Why? Because they are asking the amount exactly. That has been invested by India. So family planning services are important considering India's population, which is like on the verge of explosion, we can say, in coming years. Although we want to reap demographic dividend, so it's a good thing also. If you want to know about demographic dividend more, then we have put a lecture, 5-minute series lecture on demographic dividend. You can find that on our channel. Okay, just a 5-minute lecture and you will get to know everything related to demographic dividend. Okay, coming back to the question here, India has invested US dollars 3 billion in the year 2020, right? 5 billion, a lot of answers I'm getting, but 3 billion is the right answer. Okay, I cannot spot the right answer. Only Gopi Krishna gave the right answer, right? Chalo. Which of the following bodies has launched National Baseline Geoscience Data Generation Program to speed up the exploration activities in the country? It's very easy. Geoscience data generation by Geological Survey of India. So this is your GA question also, your 20 marks GA paper. Why? Anything that is related to your economy is also, or social issues, anything related to the syllabus of ESI is also part of your general awareness, right? So you have to know these things for GA. You can see it's the same questions there also, although we have a dedicated lecture for GA in the same series. According to a recent data which was released in February by the Ministry of Women and Child Welfare, average dropout rate of girls was dash at the secondary education level in 2018-19. तो क्या होगा? Average dropout rate of girls, it was 17.3. The data as shared by Ministry of Women and Child Development, right? This is of the year 2018-19, launched in the January 2021, February, but pertains to 2018-19. Which of the following agricultural products has been recently added in the list of eligible fruits and vegetables for 50% transportation subsidy through Kisan rail schemes? Hanji, what would be the answer here? Kisan Rail scheme is an important scheme. Ministry of Agriculture comes into the picture. Every scheme related to agriculture or any initiative related to agriculture is a part of ESI also, right? Agriculture plays an important role in economy. So now Mandarin and turmeric have been added under the Kisan Rail scheme. So Kisan Rail scheme is itself under Operation Greens, which is top to total. Top basically is tomato, onion, potato. Operation Greens was launched to cater to top. Then they decided to take it to total. ठीक है? Plug and play infrastructure was seen in news. It refers to, it's a kind of question, not very easy, I can understand. It's based on the understanding. If you have read about this in somewhere in news. So plug and play infrastructure was also mentioned in survey, I think, or budget, somewhere it was mentioned. So this infrastructure is refers to the facilities which are ready to use in terms of building, power, water, sewage connectivity. So all these are ready for a building, and you just start using the services. Which of the following countries has created Ecological Transition Ministry to ensure a transition to renewable energy to drive economic recovery? So the first country to come up with the Ecological Transition Ministry. It's very important. Again, you should not be surprised if you see this question in GA either or ESI paper. Okay? The Ecological Transition Ministry has been started by the country Italy. So Italy is known for its pizzas, pastas, all such things. They decided that they should make a transition. You should also make a transition to healthy food. So they decided to make a transition and followed Ecological Transition Ministry. Government has launched a pilot Payjal Sarvekshan under Jal Jeevan Mission Urban. This survey will be extended to dash cities. Acha, answer is here already. I'm sorry for that. So Jal Jeevan Mission Urban is gonna be extended to all smart cities, rural cities, Amrut cities. So Amrut would be answer, right? Which of the following states has launched MA scheme to provide meals at a nominal cost to poor people? So MA scheme is related to, this is again important, poor people are in consideration, right? Food to be provided, because I have told in some of the lectures that during the lockdown in our country, schools were shut. Even till now, many schools are shut. So students who had enrolled, who belonged to the poor class, they could not afford food. Okay, their parents said that they will get midday meals, but they were also impacted. They did not get food also, the meal nutritious they used to get. So in consideration of that, this MA scheme was launched by West Bengal. Very happy to see. So Didi, Mamta Didi said, let me launch MA scheme now. Easy to remember. In this, a platter of rice, dal, vegetable, like a full plate will be provided for ₹5. The rest amount, ₹15, will be provided by the government itself, right? So Didi ने scheme की है launch MA scheme. याद रहेगा. And MA is what? Whenever we talk about mama or MA, delicious food comes into your mind, I hope. So that way you can remember it. It's related to providing food, right? I hope this trick helps you. CPI for industrial workers has been released. Current context. Question is, government has revised the base year of CPI industrial workers from 1986 to which year? Very important question, my dear friends. Take a screenshot if you want to. Base year of CPI industrial workers has been changed to the year 2016. It was 1986 pehle, right? It is now 2016. How much amount has been allocated to Swachh Bharat Mission Urban? Haji, very important. SBMU. As per the budget, the amount allocated is ₹2,300 crores. Swachh Bharat Mission is a very important mission, has been in news, has been asked in the paper earlier also. So budget allocation is the thing you have to cover apart from covering the mission itself. It has two components, Swachh Bharat Mission Urban and Swachh Bharat Mission Rural. Okay, so cover those components. Maharashtra government has signed MOU with which of the following company to promote wooden toys, local artifacts, handicrafts in the state? Interesting question this is. See the options: PhonePe, Google, Flipkart, Infosys, or Amazon. So wooden toys basically we want to promote, so that local artisans are also promoted, as well as we are taking care of our, like, doing a bit for our climate also, right? So Flipkart is the answer. Will you be able to remember it? Flipkart and Maharashtra government's collaboration. Okay, for what? Wooden toys. Which of the following state or UT has flagged off buses under Uberization scheme to achieve the public transport in state at par with the rest of the country? So Uberization, Uber or Uber as it is said. So Uberization scheme was launched so that people be promoted to use public transport. They should be encouraged that they should use the public transport, because it was felt that Assam was lagging in terms of public transportation in terms of the other country. So Assam has launched it, right? Telegram channel name, if you have to find, go to the description of this video. In the end, a Telegram channel link is given. Just click on that. Thank you so much, Neeraj, for the Teachers' Day wishes. I'm glad to share a lecture with you to study. Sit and make you guys study on the Teachers' Day. I'm really wishing that this lecture helps you a lot in your examination. Rather, this series, starting from today till 15th of September, will be with you, and we want this is a kind of gift to our students, that this should help them to clear the examination. Chaliye ji. In which of the following state India's first digital university has been inaugurated? Batao ji, first digital university, very easy. Kerala, is it? That's right. So Kerala is considered as not one of the most educated or literate state in our country. So literate hai, to digital university they are talking about. So it's there, right? Thank you so much, lovely students. Moving on to your next question. Which of the following organizations has announced its plan to launch World Solar Bank and Green Grid Initiative at United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow? I'm so sorry. Hanji. The World Solar Bank is an important initiative, and when you know what is it related to, you'll be more happy. Bata do please, guys. Come on. Come on, be quick. International Solar Alliance. So we all know International Solar Alliance was an initiative of our government. India took this initiative along with France. We launched this Solar Alliance. Earlier it was for tropical nations, but now later on it was open to all United Nations countries. Okay? So World Solar Bank has been announced by International Solar Alliance. Even Green Grid Initiative, very important. And where has it been announced? In recent United Climate Change Conference in Glasgow. Please do not forget it. ISA. It has now two things: a World Solar Bank and Green Grid Initiative, right? Please tell that you will be able to remember it. ISA ka headquarter, Akash is saying, is in Gurugram. That's absolutely right. Gurugram has this nice NISE, Institute of Solar Energy karke, National Institute of Solar Energy. There the headquarter is located, which is in Gurugram. Gurugram is in Haryana. Chief Minister of Odisha has launched various initiatives in pursuit of the Odisha government's 5T mantra. Which of the following is not one of the T mentioned there? So 5 C's we covered, 5 C's which were related to the skills, 21st century skills of the students, as said by PM Modi. Now we have 5 T's. So it's a mantra by Odisha government, and the T which was not mentioned there is treatment. What are the other T's? Teamwork, technology, transparency, time leading to transformation. So teamwork, if you do the teamwork, then you are gonna have you are gonna have transparency also. You will make use of technology, and time is of course needed. So technology and time are gonna be used. You'll provide transparency through teamwork, and finally you will be transforming. Will you be able to remember it? Treatment is not there. Very easy, guys. Transparency you will be providing through what? Working in a team, teamwork, where technology and time are gonna be used, and finally transformation will be there, right? Very nice. March. We are done with January, February. Now we are left with March, April, May. I am seeing students want break, but guys, we'll take break after March, okay? Because we have April and May, we have quite a lot of questions. Okay? So chalein fir, let's start. You can have water, okay, if you want. Meanwhile, come on, have water and then we'll start. No break, please, no break. No one is gonna leave the session. ठीक है, done. Let's start with March. Which of the following state has launched India's first engineering research and development policy to create new job and raise state's contribution to ER&D sector in India to 45% in next 5 years? Guys, it is again very easy. Karnataka. I have told you about the innovation thing related to Karnataka, right? So here now Karnataka has come up with engineering research and development policy, right? I am getting few concerns, like queries people are raising here. Guys, let's focus on lecture. After the lecture, I'll be here with you. You can discuss all your queries with me. Okay? So Karnataka has come up with India's first ER&D policy because it is India's first policy. That's why it's importance. You have to understand it. Okay? And this policy is for what purpose? Engineering research development. Whatever we want to do through engineering or research is what? Either we want to make students educated, or we want to develop a technology which is in favor of climate, right? Or employment we want to generate. So new jobs they want to create and also raise the contribution of state to 45% in the ER&D sector of India. Okay? Next question. GOI is Government of India dash and UN based Better Than Cash Alliance has hosted Merchant Digitization Summit 2021 towards Atmanirbhar Bharat to accelerate the responsible digitization of merchants in India's northeastern and Himalayan regions and aspirational districts and to empower women merchants. So who along with Government of India and Better Than Cash Alliance has launched it? FICCI, is it the answer? Guys, you see such a lengthy question. These have been prepared keeping in mind the latest RBI examination that has taken place. So we observed that RBI has in GA 80 questions. Okay. So they asked such questions which were in phase 1 itself lengthy. So NABARD has changed its pattern considering RBI changed it. So we are expecting that such questions might come. So you might be ready, you must be ready for any type of question that comes. ठीक है जी? So our answer here would be FICCI is the right answer. Government has launched which of the following? Initiative to empower young innovators engaged in community work of waste management, awareness campaigns, waste surveys, etc. So young innovators would be encouraged and empowered through Swachhata Sarthi Fellowship. So awareness, waste management is all related to Swachhata, and Sarthi is the one who is riding something, right? Sarthi is usually considered riding a chariot, it is said. So they are riding it. So Swachhata Sarthi Fellowship. It is launched by the Office of Principal Scientific Advisor. This, if asked, will be difficult question, but we want you to answer difficult questions also because we are covering those here in the lecture. MOHUA, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, has launched the field assessment of Swachh Sarvekshan 2021. Swachh Sarvekshan was first launched in the year dash. Hanji. Swachh Sarvekshan was launched in 2016. It's a Sarvekshan Abhiyan to basically survey the Swachhata of different cities and states also. The Union Ministry for Social Justice and Empowerment has launched Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan. This application is available in dash regional languages. Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan app has been launched by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So Sugamya is usually related to the people with special abilities. Okay, this will be available in 10 regional languages. Guys, why are you worried about PDF? Please do not be worried. Focus on now the lecture. Now you will get PDF. I have said that multiple times. If you be with me in the lecture, we'll quickly wind it up. And you will get more time to then revise your PDF, right? Ministry of Culture has constituted a high-level national committee to commemorate 75 years of India's independence in 2022 as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is a term which has been in news in this year because we commemorated 75 years. So among the following has been appointed as the head of this committee. The National Committee for Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav was headed by Prime Minister of India himself. Modi ji headed this committee, right? His speech of 15th August also included a lot of things about Amrit Mahotsav hai Azadi ka. ठीक है? Union Minister of Environment, Forest, Climate Change has released an e-book titled Dash, which is a compilation of case studies and experiences by women IFS officers. So one, environment. Do you see how things become important? So one, environment, second, women. Why women? Gender issues are given in your syllabus. So anything related to the empowerment or education of women or even entrepreneurs women. So this becomes important. Okay? So here the answer is The Green Queens of India, a Nation's Pride. So this is an e-book which is released by Union Minister of Environment, Forest, Climate Change but has been published by IFS Association. Okay? It's about the case studies, experiences of women IFS officers. There was a movie, Sherni. Vidya Balan was there. She was an IFS officer there. So this movie beautifully depicts her experiences and a case of a tigress. So if you have seen that movie, you will be able to relate to it. If you haven't seen that movie, now you won't forget. Okay? Sherni movie related to IFS women officer, which is further related to Queens of India. It's a compilation, right? This is very confusing. So this might come in paper. A Nation's Pride. A team of researchers from St. John's Research Institute, Bengaluru, have developed a test to measure dash absorption in humans with stable 13C isotopes. This is a difficult question. So this test to measure vitamin B12 in humans has been established. It has been published. So there were a lot of tests that were being conducted even for COVID. So a kind of initiative ran where different tests were being conducted. Okay? Okay, sorry. Dash has partnered with MathWork, it's an organization, to strengthen the deep tech startup ecosystem of India and to foster innovation, accelerate product development at the early stage companies. So MathWork has been associated with Atal Innovation Mission. So whenever we talk about the fostering of innovation at early stage, Atal Innovation Mission should come into picture. And AIM is related to what? Which institution? Atal Innovation Mission is related to what? Which ministry, which department, which body? Anyone? Come on, come on. AIM is very important. It's related to? Waiting for the answer. Niti Aayog, guys. I hope you know this. So Atal Innovation Mission is a part of Niti Aayog, and its aim is basically, there were Atal labs and so many labs for fostering and promoting innovation at a very young age. Dash has cleared the right to repair bill for immoderate items which will make tech products to last at least a decade. Very important. Right to repair bill has been passed by European Union. Okay? European countries have together passed this bill that your products, items the electronic equipments items should last at least a decade. You have a right to get them repaired. You should not just replace them. अभी तो हम यही करते हैं ना? Anything we want to go for the replacement. During the Maritime India Summit that took place in March 2021, PM has announced that India will invest ₹dash crore in port projects by 2035 to increase the share of clean renewable energy source in maritime sector, develop waterways, augment seaplane services. So, see, guys, this question again, just do not go for the answer that what is the amount, rather go that what information is given. So Maritime India Summit took place where PM announced that this much amount, that is rupees 6 lakh crore, is gonna be invested by India by the year 2035. For what purpose? To increase the share of clean energy, maritime sector, blue economy. ठीक है? Few students were asking what is it. So I hope this is clear now. Waterways we want to develop. Waterways are the cheapest means of transportation, but we do not use it because we do not have the facilities for the same, right? India is the country that uses at max the roads for the transportation, which is considered to be the most expensive mode of transportation. ठीक है? So blue economy somewhere is related to development of your seaplane services, waterways, so that we can transport through it. 6 lakh crores, so many of you know the answer. I am glad to see that. Which of the following organizations has planned to introduce $100 million credit guarantee scheme to boost India's rooftop solar program in March 2021? So this program is by World Bank. Very important, $100 million credit guarantee scheme. For what purpose? Rooftop solar program. Nowadays, if you see, on top of the buildings of schools, stadiums, or even government buildings, they are setting up the rooftop installations. Okay, so that is being appreciated, and World Bank said that okay, let us come. World Bank is the bank which lends for restructuring or restoration or the redevelopment of a country. So World Bank said ठीक है, India is putting in a lot of effort. It's a tropical nation, बहुत सारी गर्मी होती है यहाँ पे, so let me just help them. Right, so rooftop solar installation by World Bank, not ADB, do not get confused. I told you the logic. World ka bank hai na, it lends to different nations which are developing. So it said that we will lend to India. Which of the following organizations has received King Bhumibol World Soil Day 2020 award? Hanji. So this King Bhumibol award is in the name of a king of Nepal, I think. Or Bhutan it could be. Please check and let me know if you can do it right now, so that we'll just clear the confusion here. So this award anyhow has been given to ICAR, announced by FAO on the eve of World Soil Day. So please check and let me know King Bhumibol is related to which country, the person. Hanji. I'll wait here thoda sa. Anyone can answer. Please check and then let me know. I'm waiting. ICAR is the winner here. That's right. King Bhumibol Award is for soil. The initiatives that have been taken by ICAR to promote the soil sustainability, health of soil and all. Guys, ये check कर लेना please. King Bhumibol के बारे में, the country, it's not very important, but better if you check. People are giving someone as Thailand is the majority answer. Pakka Thailand is it? So people are telling me Thailand here. Please just check it. Okay, that's it. Chalo, it's not very important. I'm still saying, but still you should know. So FAO announced this, ठीक है, and this award gone to ICAR. Next question, Ministry of Women and Child Development and Dash have signed an MOU to enhance cooperation in the thematic areas. Thematic are theme wale areas of nutrition, child protection and development, women empowerment and convergent capacity building in mission mode in March 2021. So Women and Child Development and Invest India, they have come together and signed an MOU so that they can enhance the cooperation in these areas. Who among the following has been appointed as Chief Statistician of India for 2 years and will serve as the Secretary in MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation? So this is important. Why we are covering it in ESI? Because statistician, the Chief Statistician of India, this person is going to be. The answer here is GP Samanta. GP Samanta, can you relate GP Samanta to Samantha Akineni? If you can, तो statistician वाला कर लेना उनसे relation and remember it. Okay. Which of the following countries has launched first of its kind virus passports? It's a health certificate program for international travelers to help promote world economic recovery and facilitate cross-border travel. ठीक है? Okay, so virus passports, the term is related to the country China. It's an irony, although health certificate for international travelers so that economic recovery can be boosted. They came up with this virus passport. I don't think you will forget China because of the virus being the country of virus origin. Guys, are you enjoying the session? Are you finding the questions useful? Please let me know. We are in like middle of our lecture somewhere. We have done January, February, few questions of March. We'll complete March, then we'll do April and May. So the idea of this Sunday lecture was to cover more and more questions from the previous months, January to May. Tomorrow's session at 7 p.m. will be about the latest months of June, July and August. That will be taken by your Gurkirat sir. Okay? Very nice. So many students have just now joined in after EPFO. Happy to see that. Okay. Great. Happy to see you guys are enjoying the session. Same here. Same here. Very nice. Very nice. Of course, this session you can see again. This will be a recorded video available on our channel. You can see, but you won't be able to participate later on in the live interaction with me and your other friends that are available right now. ठीक है? चलो, चलें फिर? Great, great. Thank you so much, lovely dear students. Next question. Which of the following state's nodal agency has released a draft on renewable energy policy to advance the renewable energy market development in state and also facilitate the central government efforts in meeting the renewable energy target of 175 gigawatt by 2022. तो हमने कुछ ऐसा we read just now, no? 450 gigawatt by 2030. है ना? So the answer here is Karnataka. So Karnataka's nodal agency has released a draft on draft energy policy. So Karnataka is also the first state to come up with ER&D policy. They want कि इसका share, their share in India's contribution, India's share should be 45%. ठीक है? Which of the following organization and institution has been recently advised by government to install a vehicle tracking system in all of its regional office to track the movement of trucks? Very, very interesting this is. I hope you will be able to answer this. Vehicle tracking system should be there so that truck movement can be used. So truck movement is done by out of the agencies given here. FCI, Food Corporation of India, is the body which is actually providing food, not food, these grains to under the PDS system. So they have a lot of movement of trucks, right? FCI. Government aims to restructure financial path by reducing fiscal deficit below -% of GDP by 25-26 to stabilize the GDP of India. Hanji, this is an important target. They want to restructure the financial path and they want to reduce the fiscal deficit below 4.5% of GDP, right? This is what they have kept their target as. Sixth, IBSA, India, Brazil, South Africa Women's Forum has recently taken place. Who among the following has chaired this forum? It's easy. IBSA, from the acronym, although guys, again and again I'm saying do not just go for the answer, read the question and the information given there, right? So India, Brazil, South Africa forum of like women's forum has taken place, which was headed by MOWCD, okay, Minister of Women Child Development. Union Cabinet has approved the closure of which of the following agency as it was continuously incurring losses? It's Handicraft and Handlooms Export Corporation of India. So this is now shut. Government said that you are not able to gain any profit, so we should just shut it. Okay. APDA's first ever virtual trade fair to boost exports potential of India's agri and processed food products has taken place. Theme was Agriculture Produce Exports Development Authority, APIDA, is a very important authority. You will cover a lot of things related to it in your ARD Current Affairs lecture that will be conducted under the series only, okay, in few days. Schedule I'll share with you at the end of the lecture again. Okay? So APIDA's first virtual trade fair to boost exports has taken place, and theme was India Rice and Agro Commodity. Option 2. Rice and agro commodity of India. Which of the following states has recently emerged as the champion state under One Dhan program, has emerged as a major source of employment for local tribals? Guys, vulnerable section of the society, especially STs and STs, are very important for the examinations, especially NABARD. NABARD has, it is considered that tribal affairs ministry is the most favorite ministry of NABARD. Agriculture, of course, it is related with agriculture, but its favorite ministry is Tribal Affairs Ministry. It's being considered. Okay. So, related to that, this question is, and it becomes important. So, this state of Manipur has appeared, has come up as the champion state under One Dhan program. And under One Dhan program, what did they do? Major source of employment for local tribals is One Dhan program. So these products have been launched under the brand name Manipur One Dhan Naturals. So this is the, and CCPIR. These are the names of the brands that have been launched by Manipur. Okay? Union Minister of State for Ministry of Power has launched a program for rural India, which is based on carbon finance. What is the name of the program? So again, environment comes into picture. Carbon finance program. That is why these are ESI current affairs, guys. We are covering all the current affairs related to the syllabus of your ESI. Okay? So carbon finance program is called as Gram Ujala. Rural India. Ujala is for what, guys? We have schemes like Ujala and Ujjwala written here. Can you tell me what is Ujala and Ujjwala? What are they related to? Then it will be easy for you to remember Gram Ujala actually. Carbon finance for rural India. Okay? Chalo, Ujala and Ujjwala. Please tell me. One is related to LEDs distribution. Other is related to LPG. I have given itna sara hints. I want you to answer. Here answer is Gram Ujala, but I want you to tell me otherwise also. Right. ठीक है. Ujjwala is for LPG distribution. Ujala is for LEDs. Right. Great. Chalo. Happy to see the correct answers. Which of the following state governments has announced to launch summer campaign to tackle malnutrition, identify anemic women, malnutrition children, to deal with the problem in the state? So summer campaign is related to which state? What does it do? This campaign, this might not be given in the question like it is given here. Okay, so you have to know the objective also. So this summer campaign is launched by the state of Jharkhand, and it is about malnutrition of women and children. Very important, right? Please remember, this is important. Jharkhand summer campaign for women and child's health. Which of the following organizations has won first prize among all the organizations after evaluation on various parameters of Swachhta Pakhwada? Swachhta Pakhwada is 15-day program. Okay, so there were various parameters to assess, evaluate different organizations of the government, and this organization BIS has appeared as first. The first prize has gone to Bureau of Indian Standards. Okay, it's important, remember it. BIS mark you usually see on various products. So these are the standard marks. Which of the following state or UT has announced to launch a scheme Saheli Samanvay Kendra to empower women? So Saheli words is usually for the schemes of women or for the empowerment of women. So Saheli Samanvay Kendra has been launched by Delhi government. Okay? Arvind Kejriwal ji came up with this. So there is a person I'm not able to recall. She's the head of the women department, Swati something. She's a very famous person. So she comes up with such initiative, Saheli Samanvay Kendra. ठीक है? तो Delhi government, please remember. Union Cabinet has approved Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Nidhi. Which of the following is not a feature of this scheme? Hanji, very important question. Swasthya Suraksha Nidhi. I'll read out it for you, okay? Haan, Swati Maliwal. Thank you for telling. Very nice. Well-informed students I have with me. Okay, leave that. Swati Maliwal is not going to be asked in the examination, theek hai? That was important. We have covered Saheli Samanvay Kendra. Coming to the next question of Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Nidhi. It's a non-lapsable reserve fund. Proceeds of share of health in the health and education cess will be credited into this particular nidhi. Administration and maintenance is entrusted to Ministry of Finance. One of the feature kya hai? 1 and 2. All are the features or any 1, 2 or 3? Would you like to answer anything here? 1 and 2. Okay, it's a non-lapsable fund, and share of health would be the education and health cess will also go to this particular nidhi. Okay, Ministry of Finance is not the answer. First meeting of BRICS contact group on economic and trade issues has taken place under the chairmanship of India. Theme of this meeting. The BRICS group has NDB. We have covered it earlier. The theme of this economic and trade issues of BRICS was BRICS at 15, option 1, intra-BRICS cooperation for continuity, consolidation and consensus. Please remember, see all options, they are very confusing. They have BRICS 15, but intra-BRICS cooperation for what? Continuity, consolidation, consensus, 3 C's for the cooperation, right? Indian Prime Minister has held a virtual summit with the PM of Republic of Finland. Which of the following are areas of partnership that is not gonna be done? So Finland and India have done this summit and they have agreed that they are going to collaborate and do the partnership in the areas of future mobile technology, renewable clean energy, sustainable mobility and education. They did not include agriculture. Okay? Will you be able to remember these? Education first of all, then for education you need to have technologies. So technology is there. After you have technology, you want to make clean energy. When technology is there, clean energy is there, you are educated, you are gonna use mobility that is sustainable, that is like electric vehicles. So these are the 4 things. They did not count agriculture there. Okay? You might, because in NABARD paper you might do not do this, that you are marking answers on the basis of guess. As per Raksha Rajya Mantri, government has established a defense industrial corridor in which of the following state to develop defense manufacturing ecosystem and to promote indigenous manufacturing. So defense industrial corridor has been set up. This is very easy, my friends. Please answer this. Come on. DIC, Defense Industrial Corridor. By UP, is it? That's right. Uttar Pradesh is the answer. So defense industrial corridor is being set up there. India-Bangladesh Water Resource Secretary level meeting has held under the framework of the Joint Rivers Commission. This commission is functioning since. The Joint Rivers Commission is a body that was established in the year 1972. It is headed by water resource ministers of both the countries, and India 1971 was the war which helped Bangladesh's creation. So after that we set up this Joint Rivers Commission in which the water ministers of India and Bangladesh come together and discuss the framework, because the rivers that are flowing through India and Bangladesh are common. Okay? Chalo, who among the following has been recently associated with Tribes India and its brand ambassador to promote tribal products and schemes? Very important, guys. Tribes India brand ambassador. Come on, come on. The answer is Mary Com. Mary Com is associated with Tribes India as its brand ambassador and she promotes the tribal products. As per Minister of Health and Family Welfare, information shared in the annual summit of Nat Health, government has aimed to increase health expenditure as a percentage of GDP to 2.5% by which year? See, 2.5% we are aiming. Currently, our health expenditure is less than 1% of the total GDP. We want to increase it. Why? Because we have seen the pandemic. We got to know that how much important health and health infrastructure is. Okay, so 2.5% we want the health expenditure to be by the year 2025. Guys, 2025 and 2.5. Please do not forget. I request you to take a screenshot or write down somewhere. Remember this. It's very important considering the pandemic that country has faced and the situation that it was in. Which of the following programs has been launched by government to build capacities of civil servants? Hanji. So many Sevak, Karam Pradhan, Karam Yogi, Dharam Yogi, these were the missions. And civil servants are gonna be trained through mission Karam Yogi. This is again a word given by Prime Minister Ji. Which of the following study has been launched by Advertising Standards Council of India and future brands to focus on the portrayal of women's in multiple categories? Right. So it's a study which is launched by ASCI, and they say the study is gender next, that in multiple categories of ads women should be used, not used, women should be taking part. Which of the following organizations has established an e-tendering portal, Praneeth, to facilitate transparent tender process, less paperwork, ease of operation? So basically, what is Praneeth? Praneeth is an e-tendering portal. E-tendering is that all the tenders will be given online. There will be no paperwork involved. And Praneeth is related to power grid. ठीक है? Praneeth and power grid. Right? Is that fine? TRIPS waiver proposal to the WTO TRIPS Council has been co-sponsored by 57 members of World Trade Organization. Which country initiated the proposal with India? I hope you understand that why are we covering it? Because India initiated this TRIPS waiver council program or proposal. It is now endorsed, and India and South Africa together came up with this initiative, right? Very nice. P for power, P for Praneeth. Last question that we have just covered. That is a trick given by a student shared here. So South Africa and India came together and they proposed the TRIPS waiver proposal to the WTO that such developing nations should be given waiver under TRIPS. Which of the following state government has decided to set up India's first government-run ambulance network for animals? Hanji, again, India's first and ambulance network for animals. Currently, there are very less ambulances that are for animals. Andhra Pradesh has decided it. Okay? Which of the following initiatives has been launched by Atal Innovation and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to promote science-based deep tech startups and ventures across India? So guys, we have just now covered that deep tech startup ventures and innovation fostering is associated with Atal Innovation. AIM we covered, which is under Niti Aayog. So here you see AIM is given and AIM Prime. So Bill and Melinda Gates and Atal Innovation Mission came up with the AIM Prime. Which of the following initiatives has not been taken under National Health Mission 2019-20? Yes. So National Health Mission has many initiatives, but one is not there. Guys, which is it? You know it. Please answer. Please answer. Very easy. We have just now discussed. Ujala, Akhil, Aviral, Prashant is saying something else. Aviral, Tunur, Rituraj, Debashish, Shilpa, Payal, Gopi. Vishwanath Ujala. Guys, we have just now covered Ujala and Ujjwala, right? So this is how you have to relate and remember things, even for your examination. So rest other initiatives, SANS, Suman, Midwife Services, School Health Wellness Ambassador, all these are a part of National Health Mission. Ujala is related to LEDs, right? So with it, we have covered January, February, March. Now I'm gonna take you to the month of April. April and May. These 2 months will be covering. I hope the session you are finding really useful. We have tried to provide the best of questions to you. For the PDF, you'll have to join the Telegram group. I am announcing again for the students who have joined in just now or are watching the video from just few minutes back. Telegram group ka link, where will you find it? In the description of this video, you'll have to read, right? Yes, we are on a break for not 2 minutes, okay, for few seconds. Take up your break and then after, guys, we wind up the session, then only you take a break. Abhi ke liye to everyone seems to be high in Josh. Current Affairs, let's start. Very nice, very nice. Yes, Vasu, of course, ARD current affairs भी होंगे, ESI भी होंगे, general awareness भी होंगे, quant reasoning भी होगा, everything will be done. After the end of this lecture, I'll show you the schedule once again, okay? You can take the screenshot of that, or we are also gonna post that on our community. Thank you so much for Teachers' Day wishes. Thank you so much, Tanya. Thank you, guys. Chalo, let's start. Lot of discussions done. Back to the session. April. Which of the following organizations has commissioned India's biggest floating solar power plant with a capacity of 100 megawatt in Telangana? So this is also a GA question. It is also relevant for GA, but for renewable energy is considered an important part of sustainable development, which is under ESI. So we'll cover it here also. So NTPC has commissioned India's biggest floating solar power plant in Telangana. So the question can be this way also, that NTPC has installed its biggest solar power plant in which state? Telangana you have to answer. Okay? Which of the following initiatives has been launched by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways to weed out duplicate driving licenses to prevent duplication or misuse? So, National Register for Driving Licenses. So, National Register for Citizens also we wanted to make. Similarly, National Register for Driving Licenses is also in the picture now, because we want to prevent the driving license duplication. Which of the following drives has been launched by TriFed to activate Vandhan Vikas Kendra in 1500 villages of the country? So Vandhan Vikas Kendra has started this initiative or drive called as Sankalp Se Siddhi Village and Digital Connect Drive. Very easy Sankalp Se Siddhi, that we have taken an oath and we want to take it to the accomplishment level, right? Which of the following organizations has taken the initiative to build a bridge between aqua farmers and buyers? So aqua farmers and buyers are going to be connected through National Center for Sustainable Aquaculture. Again, blue economy comes into the picture, those who were asking. Okay? How much amount has been contributed by India to UN Women to reaffirm its support for gender equality and women empowerment? See, this is what India is contributing to UN Women. It's not vice versa. Usually, India being a developing nation is getting from different nations. But here, India is also an active member of different organizations and it knows its responsibility. So, India is giving the amount to United Nations Women US dollar 3 lakh 300,000 as it is written here. Why? Because there are many nations which are behind India. They're not even doing that well as India is doing. So we want to promote them as being good member nations. Okay. Ministry of Labour and Employment has constituted expert committee to review the existing rules and regulations of safety, health and working condition standards pertaining to factories, docks and construction work. This committee has been constituted under which code? Hanji. Expert committee to review the existing rules was set up by Minister of Labour and Employment. Okay, the code that was used to set up was Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code 2020. This is important, Health and Working Code under Ministry of Labour. This can be asked this way also, that which ministry has set it up? Labour and Employment. Labour Code, whenever it is there, Labour Ministry will coming into the picture. Okay, as per the recommendations of FFC, 15th Finance Commission, 14th Finance was also FFC, but this is also 15th Finance Commission headed by NK Singh ji. Okay, so as per the recommendation of this commission, Department of Expenditure has recently released an amount of rupees 4,608 crores to the states for providing grant in aid for the local bodies. Out of this amount, which is recommended by 15th Finance Commission, what amount will be given to rural local bodies? See, rural, NABARD gives a special emphasis on rural bodies or rural development. So out of 4,608 crore rupees, 50%, 2,660 crores somewhere will be given to the rural local bodies. This is important. This is a figure that you have to keep in mind, right? According to recently released data, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has achieved the record-breaking milestone of constructing dash kilometers length of highways per day in 2021. Now, why is this important? Why are we covering like the construction of highways per day? It's a achievement. Why? It's record-breaking. First time India has been able to do so. Okay? 37 kilometers length of highways per day constructed by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. This information was also shared by them only. How much amount has been released by Ministry of Finance as additional devolution to states in the year 2020-21? So additional devolution has been given as rupees 45,000 crore. Here maximum amount went to the state with the maximum population, UP. What was the name of that Kisan Kalyan scheme that was launched by Yogi ji, right? So the maximum amount given to the state and minimum amount to the state of Goa, right? Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare has launched a tribal health collaborative called DASH to converge the efforts of various government organizations to enhance the health and nutrition status of tribal communities of India. Hanji, tribal health collaborative called as Anamay. Guys, it's very important. I am telling you again and again, anything that you read in news which is related to tribal people, you have to cover them. Okay? So this is related to health of tribal people. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has come up with it and it's called Anamay or Anamaya. Various organizations, whatever initiatives they are taking for tribal health will be collaborated. Right? Reserve Bank of India has revised inflation forecasting model to capture how fiscal and monetary policies interact with real economy elements. This model has been named as, this is important, in the last year paper, we saw that frameworks, so the news related to RBI were also asked in the examination of ESI. Okay? So you have to know. So this inflation forecasting model is known as Quarterly Projection Model 2.0. Right? Will you remember this? It's very important. As per Ministry of Finance announcement, central government has set up payment default of rupees dash as the trigger for bankruptcy proceedings under the pre-pack scheme for MSMEs. So, trigger for bankruptcy cannot be done until the payment default of rupees 10 lakh has been there. Earlier it used to be 1 lakh only. Then later on it was made rupees 10 lakh because economy was impacted highly. And it was decided कि 1 lakh तो कम रहेगा. It would be less. Ministry of Corporate Affairs, recent information, how much percentage of all Indian companies are eligible for debt resolution under the pre-pack scheme? The same scheme we are referring, we have referred in the previous question. For this scheme, 60% companies are eligible for debt resolution. Very important. So this way we get to know that the companies are small which are running in India. Apart from few, of course, big companies, Adani, Ambani's, apart from those, Tata's for that matter. Union Minister for MSME has informed that Project Rehab would be replicated in all elephant affected states. Which of the following institution has launched this project? So guys, KVIC has launched this project. This rehab project is for what purpose? Anyone would like to try? It's for reducing elephant human attacks using bees. So this is gonna be reduced, and KVIC is again the body which is related to this ministry, and they are gonna help the different states in the implementation of this particular thing. Okay, KVIC, rehab, MSME ministry. Very nice, very nice. People are answering. Which of the following organizations has released inflation expectation survey of households? Hanji. Easy. Anyone? I'll see if anyone answers correctly. Inflation is related to what? Inflation is actually like controlled to a large extent by whom out of these? Such a big hint I've given. NHB, IRDAI, RBI, SEBI. Hanji. Anshu says RBI, Saurabh says NHB, Sai says NHB, Anjali RBI, Gopi says none of the above. But RBI is the right answer. Na? Inflation expectation survey is by RBI. Why inflation? Monetary policy is somewhere related to RBI only. I hope you understand. So inflation controlling unka hi to kaam hai. Inflation targeting is done by them. Okay? Grade B, Aman paper is to take place on 17th of September. Please let me know if you are asking about something else. You are asking about RBI Grade B result, is it? That can be out soon, in a span of few days only. Okay? Let's focus on NABARD here first. With which of the following institutions Agami and Umidyar India has developed the first of its kind online dispute resolution handbook? The first of its kind makes it important. Online dispute resolution handbook by Niti Aayog. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud has launched this handbook. This is about online dispute resolution. Thumbs up to Biswanath for telling the exact range of inflation targeting correctly. 4% plus minus 2. Which of the following portals has been inaugurated by the chairperson of E-Committee of the Supreme Court? This portal is a repository of judgments from various high courts. Hanji. Chairperson of E-Committees of the Supreme Court inaugurated this portal called as Judgment and Orders Portal. See, it is going to be repository of the judgments of high courts. So judgment and orders, only judgments won't be there. Judgments and orders both. Secondly, orders from high courts. In the paper, they might put it this way, that judgments, repository of the judgments of High Court and Supreme Court. Supreme Court only, High Court only. This can also be the way of asking this question. Okay. So High Court only. Okay. Which of the following missions has been launched by Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare to spread the message of the need for a nutritionally balanced diet? Nutrition Revolution, Bhojan Kranti, Ahar Kranti, Paustikta Kranti, or none of the above? What would be the answer? Come on, Ahar Kranti mission, very important mission of health and family welfare. They want to spread the message of a balanced diet, nutritionally balanced diet. Ahar Kranti, ahar is the food you intake, so revolution in that ahar. Target year to eliminate TB in India has been set at dash. Hanji. Tuberculosis, India bears one of the largest burdens in different countries across globe of tuberculosis. So we want to eliminate TB in India by the year 2025. ठीक है, fiscal deficit we want to make 2.5% by 2025. TB को eliminate करना है by 2025. 450 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030. ठीक है, these are the different years that have been set by the government. Appreciable efforts are being taken by the government, right? As per the new rules of OCI cards, Overseas Citizens of India cards, documents must be uploaded by the card holder or the spouse within dash of the new passport. This is a new guideline that was launched for overseas citizens of India. Okay, sometimes those questions might be asked, although this is not a very important question. Okay. Which of the following Indian companies has announced to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050 in line with Race to Zero campaign? So idea is that Race to Zero campaign is associated with what? So it's about making the gas emissions, greenhouse gas emissions, zero. Rather, some countries, some companies are also initiating a minus wala greenhouse, that we will rather take the greenhouse gas from the emissions. Okay? So Renew Power is the Indian company that has announced that we are gonna achieve net zero greenhouse gas emission. Which of the following programs has been launched by Amazon India to accelerate the growth of startups and emerging brand owners enrolled under Amazon Launchpad initiative? So growth of startups is the keyword here, okay? That we want to make the startups grow in our country. Answer is Mentor Connect program. So Amazon Launchpad initiative would be there. Under it, they would be providing Amazon Launchpad initiative for Mentor Connect. As per the recent briefing of IMF Fiscal Monitor press briefing, India's debt to GDP ratio has increased to almost dash at the end of 2020 from 74% at the end of 2019. Guys, any such data when you cover, you have to make note of two things. That is, it is the latest data. That is, what is the latest data? The data after which any other data has not been released for that particular context. Let me give an example. Census 2011 has not yet been released for the base year 2021. So the latest survey for population is census, right? It was launched 10 years back almost, but still it is latest. Okay? Like the base year is 10 years, but still it is latest. On the other hand, such data are released every year or sometimes twice in 1 year. So make sure that you cover the data that is latest. Now this one is a latest because that is for the year 2020. Okay, India's debt to GDP ratio has increased to almost 90% at the end of 2020 from 74% at 2019. Okay, so we know the reason for it, right? We know that I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. So we know that India's economy was impacted badly. Okay? India has been elected to which of the following bodies of the United Nations ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council, for a 3-year term? 1, 2 and 3. Elected to all 3 bodies. Which of the following countries has launched its first ever mega food park project in India involving food processing facilities? Hanji, what would be the answer here? Mega food park project in India. First country to come up with its own mega food park project is Italy. How can you remember it? You like Italian food a lot. Many people, they are like they like a lot of pizzas, pastas and all, as I mentioned earlier. So Italy, simply first mega food park. Secondly, Italy is also, Rome is the headquarter of FAO, right? So this way you can remember it. ठीक है जी? चलिए. United States of America has placed India in the currency practices monitoring list. Which of the following are the criteria to review the currency practices of its trading partners? Important question, my dear friends, my dear lovely friends. Note this down. Why? Because India failed in one of this criteria. That is why this is important. So to review the currency practices, India has been put in the monitoring list. And to review, there are three parameters. A significant bilateral trade surplus, the significant is plus 20 million, it should be. A material current account surplus should be there, and persistent one-sided intervention in forex markets. These are the three criteria that should be followed to review the currency practices. Okay? So here India did not fulfill first one. India fulfilled criteria B and C. So that is why it was put in the monitoring list. While the top three countries in these trades were Taiwan, Switzerland, Vietnam. Okay. I have told you the reason why are we covering this USA's monitoring list. Is that fine? This is an important question. This is also equally relevant for your phase 2 also. Right. Such questions are going to be helpful. But for phase 1, please keep in mind. Government of India has constituted a high-level interdepartmental group to conduct national dialogues with stakeholders of agri-food systems for exploring pathways towards creating sustainable and equitable food systems in the country. Who among the following has been appointed as the chairman of this group? Hanji. So, high-level interdepartmental group was set up, which is headed by Ramesh Chand. Okay, what will this do? This will conduct national dialogues for agri-food systems. So agriculture, whenever it comes into picture, it's important. Nikhil has answered correctly. Gopi nahi, Preeti is not the answer. Preeti Sudan ma'am is not the answer here. Okay. 4 is the answer. Many of you did not know the answer, I can see. Please note it down. Do not do wrong in the paper now. High-level group to conduct dialogues with the stakeholders of agri-food system. So agri-food system is related to Ramesh Chand. Sustainable food system is in the country. Ramesh Chand ji, food system se. Remember it. Okay? Very nice, very nice. PDF will be available. Do not worry. Very nice, guys. Which of the following countries has decided to reduce 80% of greenhouse gas emission by 2050 under its national plan? Okay, so by 2050, it's very difficult for the countries to reduce 80%. Countries are targeting 50% to be reduced by 2050. But Israel says that we will reduce 80% of the greenhouse gas emission, right? Israel is a very important country, even for when we talk about India's collaboration for agriculture. Okay? Indian Gas Exchange Limited has begun trading from 2 new physical hubs. These hubs are situated in Dash. So, Indian Gas Exchange is now, 2 hubs are in Dabhol and Jaigarh. Both are in UP. Leadership Group for Industry Transition has been launched by which of the following countries to achieve the Paris Agreement? The Leadership Group for Industry Transition by India and Sweden. India plus Sweden for what? Leadership Group for IT. Please remember this. What is IT? Industry transition. Which of the following municipal corporations has raised and listed India's first green municipal bond issue on BSE bond platform? Guys, very important these questions are from April and May. I am saying again that if you cover these questions, if you revise these questions, a large chunk of your ESI Current Affairs is covered. Okay? So listed India's green municipal bond platform. Ghaziabad Nagar Nigam. Where is Ghaziabad? UP में. ठीक है? So India's first, again, you see India's first green municipal bond issue on BSC has been done by Ghaziabad. Which of the following institutions has approved a loan of US $484 million to upgrade about 590 kilometers of state highways in the Chennai-Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor? I told you that we are going to cover, in the beginning of the session itself, I told you that we are going to cover such loan agreements that are given by different international bodies or regional economic bodies to the states of India? I told you that this is one such question. So Chennai Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor State Highway will be upgraded with a loan from ADB, Asian Development Bank. Asian Development Bank. Where is it headquarters? Anyone would like to answer? Headquarter of ADB. Come on, so many questions for you today. ADB is headquartered in Hanji. Where is ADB headquartered? It is very easy. Manila, Philippines. That's absolutely correct. Come on, we are near to like end of our lecture. Just I think after this 1 more month would be left, May. Indian Rhino Vision 2020 has come to an end after the release of 2 rhinos in Banswari range of Manas National Park. This Rhino Vision was launched, and basically why are we covering it? Because this Rhino Vision has come to an end now. That is why we want to know. 2020 it was completed and came to an end. It was started in the year 2005. So after a span of 15 years this has been closed. It was launched by Assam Forest Department in partnership with WWF India and International Rhino and US Fish and Wildlife Service. Okay? So Assam will be there. Rhino, Assam is known as the Rhino capital of India. Rhinoceros are there. That WWF from India, International Rhino and US. So these 4 were there for Indian Rhino Vision. Right? Which of the following online payment processing service has announced to provide small loans and insurance for kirana shops and allow offline merchant partners to generate their own QR code using its app to receive customer payments? Hanji. This is also very interesting. Small loans and insurance for kirana shops. Amazon Pay. See, such questions, as I tell you, are also, you can spot such questions in GA also. Small loans, small insurances, small medium enterprises, women empowerment, these are very important topics for you. So own QR codes for customer payments would be generated through Amazon Pay. Next question, 35th under April month. Which of the following organizations has launched an online portal for conducting first ever census of Assamese Muslims? Because of CAA, this was in news. Option 1. Jangoshtiya Samanay Parishad. They said that first ever census on Assamese Muslims would be done by them. SIDBI has launched 2 new quick credit delivery schemes to provide funding for production and services related to the supply of oxygen cylinders, oxygen concentrators, oximeters, etc. What is the name of it? Guys, please note, this scheme is related to SIDBI, Small Industry Development Bank of India. You must know the acronym. If you know, it's easy for you to understand. Industry Development Bank, small industries are being developed. Credit delivery schemes are there for oxygen concentrators. Why? Because of the crisis that India faced because of the pandemic, right? So here, the name of the scheme would be, anyone? Sehwas and Arog, SW Vas and Arog are the 2 schemes, right? Supply Chain Resilience Initiative has been launched by Dash, the country is given, to create a virtuous cycle of enhancing supply chain resilience. Supply chain we have covered, export, import, logistics, so all these are a part of chain supply, right? So resilience should be there, that supply chain, if let's say something is to be imported, now something is to be imported in one country, the export country has sent it, but there is some issue with the logistics, so it will not be able to reach. So the country which has sent is also sitting, the country that wants to receive is also sitting, and there is some issue there. So at each and every step there is resilience, there should be resilience in the supply chain, right? For that purpose, Supply Chain Resilience Initiative has been launched. I can tell you, there can be a question, what does SCRI stands for? Or what does I in SCRI stands for? What does C in SCRI stands for? You should be able to do that, my dear friends, please. Okay? Meanwhile, we have known what is SCRI, what will it do? What will it do? Options are, answer is India, Japan and Australia. ठीक है? You can remember it how? Aija or Jay, whatever you want to, but Jay is related to supply chain initiative. uh, Japan, Australia, India, right? Chalo. Which of the following year has been adopted as International Year of Millets by United Nations? बताओ जी. International Year of Millets. This I won't move forward until I get the answer. I want all of you to answer this question, my dear friends. International Year of Millets. Actually, India was the nation that sponsored it. India was the one that wanted this year, 1 year, to be dedicated to millets, because millets are considered to be very nutritious. It's a diet which provides nutrition and is also low cost. And also we want our farmers to grow millets. 2023, Anshu, Neha, Akshay, Sangeeta, I won't be able to take the names of everyone. So many answers are pouring in and absolutely right. 2023 is the International Year of Millets. It has been declared by FAO and this was proposed by India that we should do it, and it was accepted after many India's proposals, right? Which of the following state governments has received permission to use drones for experimental delivery of vaccines within the visual line of sight? Hanji. A state government has received permission that they can use drones, and this is Telangana government. PMJAY was launched in which of the following year? Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana was launched in the year 2018. Why are we covering the launch year of this particular scheme? Because India has celebrated Ayushman Bharat Divas on 30th April to mark the launch of PMJAY. You understand what I am trying to tell you, that if there was a news that Arogya Bharat Divas was launched, why was it launched? You get to know. It was launched because PMJAY was launched on this particular day. Then obviously you have to know what is PMJAY, when was it launched, which ministry is related to it. So all these things you have to know. PMJAY is a very important yojana. Ayushman Bharat se related hai. Ministry of Health is associated with it. And 2018 is the launch year of the same. I hope things are going good. We are enjoying this session. We are getting a lot of knowledge and are able to do revision, right, my dear friends? How is the Josh? Is energy still high? Or are you like lunchtime is there and you all are hungry? How is the energy level? I am up for energy. I am like doing good. I want to clear, like make this lecture complete. I won't be giving any break. Very nice, very nice. Great, great. Chalo ji, chalo ji. High, very high. Great. ठीक है, great, great. चलिए. Let's wind up your lecture, then you can have your lunch आराम से, right? Next question. World Health Assembly has endorsed a global vision called DASH, which aims to maintain hard-won gains in immunization. World Health Assembly has endorsed this vision. The name of the vision is very important because World Health Assembly is there, and hard-won gains in immunization, they want to maintain. What is the meaning of hard-won gains in immunization? You see, the immunization campaigns for small children, we have almost eradicated polio virus. So such vaccinations for this, what is this, COVID, right? All these are going on. So we want to maintain it. Okay. Answer is Immunization Agenda 2030. Why 2030? I hope you know. SDGs, 17 SDGs, that is why. Okay. Recently, DASH has completed its 60 years. It was launched to construct the motorable roads in the Kingdom of Bhutan. Now, why are we covering Kingdom of Bhutan's? Because India was there. India is considered to be the big brother of the small nations which are near it. Sorry, not Afghanistan as of now. The controversial name I've taken as of now. We have seen that Taliban has taken over again Afghanistan. Let's see how it goes. But I was telling you about Big Brother theory. So India is considered to be as a big brother of countries like Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Maldives, Malaysia. So China is trying to influence it, right? So you see how India is considered big brother. India has helped these small countries a lot, being a very big country. So Project Dantak was there to construct motorable roads in Bhutan, right? Which of the following districts has received 2 national awards in rural development and governance during the celebrations of National Panchayati Raj Day? So this district of East Godavari has got this award for governance, and guys, this was given by which ministry? Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Okay, because Panchayati Raj Day is there. Panchayati Raj Day, when is it celebrated? This also you should know, because this was asked in one of the exams, phase 1 exam of NABARD. You find that out, Panchayati Raj Day, and mention in the comments below so that others can also see. Okay, we won't wait now. You please mention later on. Ministry of Finance has extended the scope of Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme 2.0 to dash borrowers in the healthcare sector and 26 stressed sectors identified by KV Kamath Committee. So Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme is related to KV Kamath Committee. ठीक है जी, first this you have to know. Secondly, healthcare sector में which special mention account has been given this 2.0? SMA 1, special mention account 1. So 0 to 30 days is SMA 0, 30 to 60 SMA 1, 60 to 90 is SMA 2. ठीक है? अरे people know about Panchayati Raj Day already. Thank you so much for telling me. 24th April is the right answer, my dear friends. This was asked in NABARD examination, right, earlier. So 24th April is the day. On the same day, East Godavari was given the Rural Governance Awards. Thank you so much for telling. Which of the following companies has launched India's first video-based investing community? Hanji, investing community that is based on a video. Paytm. So what will happen through it? So users will be enabled to interact with the super matter experts across various wealth topics. Paytm has launched this wealth community. Again, this can be asked in GA also. Which of the following NBFCs has raised $50 million through a mix of equity capital and ECB's external commercial borrowings to expand the horizons in agri-rural domain? So agri-rural domain is the one which makes it relevant. 50 million have been raised through Netafim Agri Finance Agency. Option 2 is the answer. Is this agency very important? This is important only because it is gonna expand itself in agri and rural domain, right? Otherwise it would not have been relevant for us. ठीक है? Under the Unique Land Parcel Identification Number ULPIN scheme, a dash-digit identification number would be allotted to every plot of land in India by March 2022. So ULPIN is a dash-digit identification number. Anyone knows it? Tell me if it is so. Twelve-digit. 12-digit is the answer that I am getting, but correct it, it's 14-digit. I myself got confused, but no, it's 14-digit identification number. It is also called as ULPIN. Now, in paper, there can be option like what is the question like what is ULPIN? What is it related to, or what does I or P in ULPIN stands for? So, Unique Land Parcel Identification Number. Somewhat related to your Swamitva scheme. We have covered, right? Swamitva scheme, right? Great. Chalo, May. Last leg of the lecture. Within 20-30 minutes we'll be able to wind up your lecture. Okay? Students have been so patient. They have been so participative that they have answered each and everything. So this is the last month to be done in today's lecture. With this, we'll be covering up Jan to May 2021 current affairs of ESI. Okay? GA announcement I'll make tomorrow. I'll make at the end of the lecture. Tomorrow's session is about the latest current affairs of ESI. जुलाई एंड अगस्त. ठीक है जी, चलो स्टार्टिंग. Assam has become the first Indian state to launch a real-time online flood reporting system. What is the name of this system? Real-time online flood reporting system has been launched by which state of India? Assam. This is the question that will be asked. ठीक है? Name of the system would be Digital Flood Reporting and Information System option 1. ठीक है? Digital Flood Reporting and Information Management System. Do not get confused with other options. Right? Who has developed it for Assam? It has been developed by Assam State Disaster Management Agency and UNICEF. ठीक है? This would be the options. See, I just want to tell you that this question we have covered, but there can be 3 more questions from the same question. As I told you, the very first thing, which state has launched this flood reporting system? This flood reporting system by Assam has been launched. Who has developed for it for Assam? What is the name of it? Or what does this reporting system do? Such things can be there, right? Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Commissions CBIC has reduced IGST, integrated GST on imported oxygen concentrators for personal use to dash from 28%. हाँ जी, CBIC reduced IGST. I'm sorry. From 28% to 12%. Who reduced it? Which body reduced it? CBIC. This also you have to know. ठीक है? Healthy Cities and Communities Initiative has been launched by which of the following organizations? Healthy Cities and Communities Initiative has been launched by World Economic Forum, WEF. Now again, why is it important? Because WEF has launched it, right? An exclusive psychological counseling app has been launched by CBSE for the students of class 9 to 12 and their parents. Name of this app. Again, very important. CBSE has launched this app because in the lockdown period, counseling was required to the students who were not going to school. The results were coming in, they were not appeared for examinations. So to help them and their parents, this app was launched. It's a very easy app. Dost for life, friend for life. By whom? CBSE. Okay. Indian government has signed a finance contract worth 150 million euros for the Pune Metro Rail project with which of the following organizations? Again, this is a question where investment is going to come in Pune from European Investment Bank. Very basic question if this is asked, that which bank has provided loan or amount to Pune Metro Rail. As per recently released RBI's data, Indian incorporations' external commercial borrowings have been increased by over -% in the March 2021. So March 2021 data is quite important for you, right? Especially when it is released by RBI, right? 24% is the answer. Indian incorporations have been increased by over 24%. Which of the following states has launched Mukhyamantri Chiranjeevi Swasthya Bima Yojana? It's a universal health scheme to provide annual cashless insurance cover of rupees 5 lakh to every family in the state. Hanji. मुख्यमंत्री चिरंजीवी स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना, राजस्थान, यूपी, पंजाब, हरियाणा और गुजरात. I will wait to see the answers for this one. This Chiranjeevi Swasthya Bima Yojana, it's a health coverage to provide annual cashless insurance cover. Rajasthan. Estimated budget would be 3500 crore. So Chiranjeevi Swasthya Bima is by the state of Rajasthan. Which of the following sections of Social Security's Code 2020 has enabled the government to collect the Aadhaar data of workers for National Database of Unorganized Workers? Yes, government is making such a database. We will discuss about your mock test after this session. Okay, guys, I hope you have taken 11 to 12 p.m. wala test. Okay, so under the section 142 of Social Security Code 2020, government can take the Aadhaar data of workers. This has been recently notified by Ministry of Labour and Employment. Why this code is related to this ministry? They said that national database for unorganized workers is required. For that, government will need to extract the Aadhaar data. Section 1. Very nice. Very nice. 142. Many of you are saying. 137 nahi hai answer. Which of the following organizations has suggested to set up model insured villages across the country to increase insurance penetration in rural areas with special focus on agriculture and allied activities? Hanji. Model insured villages. Easy IRDAI we have also covered. Initially also we have covered that model insurance villages or penetration of the insurance coverages in the rural areas is to be done, and focus would be on focus would be given by IRDAI. British government has announced GBP, it's the pound sterling of Britain. So it has announced 1 billion worth of new trade and investment package with India, which will create 6,500 jobs in United Kingdom. This deal has been announced as a part of which of the following initiatives? Hanji. So it's what? ETP. Very nice. Akhil, correct. It's not BTP, it's ETP. Option 2, Enhanced Trade Partnership. So guys, in this initiative, Serum Institute of India is going to invest in UK and jobs will be developing in United Kingdom. That is why we are covering, because India's investment is going there. As per OECD recent data, global FDI flows has dropped to $- in 2020, lowest levels since 2005. Now this data is relevant, but because this is the lowest level since 2005, so all the more important. 846 billion is the correct answer. $846 billion in the year 2020. It is lowest from 2005. This data has been shared by whom? OECD. It can also be asked that the data has dropped, the global FDI has dropped to the levels of 2005. So who has released this data? OECD. You have to know the answer. Come on guys, be quick. We are just very near to the end of our lecture. You guys have been so patient and so active. IRDA has reported an all-time high annual profit before tax of rupees dash in the financial year 2020-21. Hanji. All-time high annual PBT. Rupees 570 crore. This IRDA has done. So IRDA has been in news a lot, right? We have covered 3-4 questions related to IRDA and 2 questions were there on IRDAI also. As per provisional national income estimates which were released by NSO, GDP has been contracted by how much percentage? So this GDP contraction data was given by National Statistics Office, and GDP of India has contracted by 7.3%. Okay. As per CGA, Controller General of Accounts, revenue deficit for fiscal year 21 has been projected at -% of GDP. See, these are the datas that are, we will although cover in one lecture, we'll try to cover again the most important estimates or the projections that have been done by national and international bodies. But again, you have to understand, this is for this particular year of fiscal 2021, right? 7.42, and by whom? CGA. Like 1 or 2 questions you can always spot in your paper related to such data or figures. As per Ministry of Women and Child Development, how many one-stop centers have been planned by Ministry to set up in 9 foreign countries? Guys, one-stop centers are basically to provide help to the women for their empowerment, and also if they are needy, they need help. One-stop centers are going to be set up in 9 countries. How many setups would be there? 10. These centers are aimed at supporting women, and 10 centers would be developed. Mock related questions just after this lecture. I'll tell all the things. Okay, you'll have to be with me in the session. Next question. Recently, which of the following pharmaceutical companies has launched a drug named Ujvira to be used for the treatment of breast cancer? Ujvira has been launched by Zydus Cadila. Okay, next question. Just give me a second, my dear friends. I think there is issue with my video. Please give me a second. I'll try to fix it up. Just a second. I am here, guys. Just give me a second. I'm trying to fix the issue that happened with my camera. Okay. I think I'll be fine now, right? Chalo, let's start. So we were on Ujvira. This is by Zydus Cadila. Everything fine now, right? I'm sorry for the issue, guys. Everything fine now? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, let's just quickly wind it up. Which of the following countries has signed a joint working program with an aim to enhance cooperation in the field of agriculture? So this is Israel. So I told you earlier also that we have collaborated with Israel in terms of agriculture a lot. With which of the following institutions Department of Economic Affairs has organized a seminar on social infrastructure financing and use of digital technologies as part of the Economic and Financial Cooperation Agenda under Indian BRICS Chairship 2021, NDB. So whenever we talk about BRICS Chairship, BRICS, the Bank of BRICS is New Development Bank. It is called as the highest stakeholder in this bank is China, although, but still. Okay, because Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, these are the 5 ones. And whenever there is like any bank related question related to BRICS, you have to know BRICS is the answer. Okay, ji? Which state has launched the financial aid distribution scheme to provide 4,000 financial assistance as COVID-19 relief for rice category ration card holders across the state? Financial aid distribution, Tamil Nadu. Dash and European Union have agreed to relaunch free trade negotiations by resuming talks for the bilateral trade and investment agency. So BTIA, apart from EU, with EU, which nation has decided to relaunch the free trade negotiations? You must know it, it's very easy. India is the right answer to it, okay? Okay. Just it's done. I'm so sorry for the glitches here. Right. So India. Which of the following companies has launched Sanjeevani platform to connect COVID-19 patients with potential plasma donors? So Sanjeevani platform was launched by Snapdeal. All the queries after the lecture, we are very near to the end of our lecture. First, BRICS Employment Working Group meeting has taken place in virtual format. Which of the following countries has assumed the BRICS presidency this year? Hanji. BRICS presidency has been taken by India. Option 2. An MOU between Dash and Qatar Financial Center Authority has been approved by Cabinet to enhance the cooperation between the institutes so that they can work together and accounting professionalism and entrepreneurship can increase in Qatar specifically. Okay. So MOU between Dash and Qatar Financial Authority have been signed. Which of the following would be the answer? Institute of Cost Accountants of India, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Quality Review Board of ICAI or Quality Review Board of ICAI CMA? It's Chartered Accountant Institutes of India. Between Qatar and them this has been signed so that cooperation between institutes can be increased. Which of the following projects of Kozhikode Municipal Corporations has been selected for Scotch Award 2021? Right. Scotch awards are quite respected awards. They are quite admired. And Kozhikode, which is in Kerala, Municipal Corporation's Community Kitchen Project has been recognized that community kitchens were able to provide to feed a lot of people. That is why this was recognized by the government, right? Which of the following organizations has decided to host a conference on nuts and dried fruits? Hanji. Conference on nuts and dried fruits has been conducted or organized by International Nuts and Dried Fruits Council. Very easy. Acha, why are we covering this question here, nuts and dried fruits wala? Because nuts and dried fruits are basically related to your agriculture sector, and agriculture is again related to economy, so that's why we are covering it here. There's a council on nuts and dried fruits and they conducted this conference. RBI has imposed a fine of rupees 3 crore on which bank for violating prudential norms on the operation of investment portfolio? So the bank is ICICI Bank. So HDFC and ICICI Bank are the top competitors, which are for some of the other reason are also under the radar of RBI, right? This you must have covered under GA. Which of the following initiatives provides tele-counseling services to children affected by COVID-19 for psychosocial mental support? So guys, we have covered that okay, we have covered that this has been counseling app has been provided. Psycho counseling app has been launched by CBSE called Dost for Life. Another tele-counseling services to children will be provided by Samvedana. Samvedana is a toll-free helpline. It is launched by National Council for Protection of Child Rights. Please do not get confused between Samvedana and Dost for Life. How can you remember it? I'll just tell you. It's very easy. You can easily remember it. Guys, Dost for Life is the app by CBSE. Whenever you go to school, CBSE comes into mind or ICSE. So you make friends in school. So Dost for Life. Usually those friends are for life, right? So this is there. And Samvedana is to show some Samvedana to the children who need the counseling. Okay, Ji, which of the following is or are the key features of PLI scheme, National Program on Advanced Chemistry Cell Battery Storage? So this PLI scheme has been in news right from the budget till the date. I have seen this in news. Okay, PLI scheme. You must cover it. There are 3 statements. Let's read. ACC battery storage manufacturers will be selected through competitive bidding processes. Manufacturing facility must be commissioned with a period of 2 years. The incentive would be disbursed thereafter over a period of 5 years. What is true? AB, BC, AC, ABC. Hanji, my lovely friends, what would be true? All three are correct. National Program on ACC battery storage. All these three are the features of it. I hope this PLI scheme you have got it covered through the statements. Very nice. I can see that people are answering correctly. Which of the following initiatives has been started by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment to address the problems of the elders during the pandemic? The problem of elders during the pandemic is the new concern that has arisen. People have got to know that these are the issues that small children are facing. They're not able to go to school. Small industries are not able to grow because there was no work. Elder people who were away from their children, their children are working somewhere else, their kids, and they are at home alone. So it was difficult for them, right? So Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment came up with this elder line project. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment have also launched this Sugamya app we have just now covered, right? So that was also related to it. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has decided to provide a subsistence allowance of rupees dash to each transgender person to meet their basic needs. Transgender, this is very important, my dear friends. Again, Ministry of Social Justice Empowerment. The ministry is doing actually justice to its name. Why was it formulated? It is trying to do justice. So subsistence allowance of rupees 1500 will be provided to transgender persons, right? Through e-court services mobile app, the data of case status and case details of whom will be given. High Court, District Court, Family Court, 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. Please ask your doubt, Alistair. If that is related to question, I'll take it up, or else you'll have to wait, right? So e-court services will provide the case status and case details of 1 and 2. That is High Court and District Court. Family courts are not involved here. According to the recent data passed by government, over dash MSMEs have been registered on Udyam online system till November 2020. So Udyam portal is for the registration of MSMEs. How many MSMEs have been there? Guys, this is again not only phase 1, this is also a phase 2 question. Okay? Such questions are relevant for both the phases of the examinations. Chaliye fir. What is the answer? 11 lakh. This is the latest data available by May. It is the base year is November, but please understand it's May. Under which of the following initiatives India has exported COVID-19 vaccines to more than 90 countries? Batao ji, everyone knows it. We have shown a lot of Maitri. Maitri puri India ne nibhai hai through Vaccine Maitri initiative. So under this Vaccine Maitri initiative, India exported vaccines to 90 countries. Although there was a point that people were saying that India should not have done that. But ultimately, it came to the favor of India only because India had helped other countries. So other countries, when India needed, came with the double of help to India. Right? So that came to be successful. Although we should pray that we all should be healthy. Right? No such things should happen again. Which of the following portals has been launched by Ayush Ministry to support both Ayush practitioners and general public? Alistair, I'll take your question later on. Please wait. About cutoff, we will discuss after this lecture. Now let's focus on question. हाँ जी, vaccine मैत्री हो गया, तो Ayush Ministry has launched this portal called as Ayush Clinical Repository Portal. It is for whom? Ayush practitioners and general public. Okay? Which of the following applications has been launched by the Union Minister of Rural Development to bring transparency and accountability to the execution of the rural development programs? Again, very important. It's the application, mobile application for the rural development programs. ठीक है? And transparency, accountability will be depending on them only. So here answer would be National Mobile Monitoring Software. If you have a confusion regarding question 34, do not worry. I will check it, cross-check it and make any change if required in the PDF, right? Do not worry. PDF will be available to you on the channel of Telegram. Global Health Summit 2021 has been co-hosted by Dash and European Commission in the month of May 2021. Come on guys, be quick. Few more minutes and we'll be winding up the session. Amit ji, I have noted that down. Question 34th को मैं check कर लूंगी. Global Health Summit 2021 by European Commission and Italy. Right. In the Global Health Summit, Rome Declaration was adopted where common principles to overcome COVID-19 and to prepare for the future pandemics was also done. Right. Rome Declaration is related to which summit? This can be a type of question. Which summit it is associated with? Or the second question can be that Global Health Summit is about which declaration? Various declarations would be given and you will have to choose the Rome Declaration. Or the third one can be that Italy has co-hosted this with which commission or which body. There different countries would be given and you will have to answer European Commission, right? So moving on to question number 37. Which of the following organizations has backed the purchase orders worth over rupees 45 crore from the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Indian Railways, Air India during March to May 2021? Guys, why is this important? Even if you do not know, you can take a guess here. Which of the following is being pushed by the government that more and more we should use these cloth or fabric? Khadi, right? So KVIC would be the answer. Orders worth rupees 45 crore. Khadi Village Industries Commission. It has got a lot of orders. Which of the following countries is the top investor in India in terms of percentage increase during 2020-21? Hanji. So top investor was Saudi Arabia in terms of percentage increase. Ministry of Finance has constituted an 8-membered group of ministers to study potential waivers of GST on COVID essentials, which is headed by Dash. The GST and COVID essentials potential waivers committee was headed by, come on, Ashok Gehlot, is it? Ashok Gehlot is not the answer. Ashok Dalwai is also not the answer. Conrad Sangma, that's absolutely right. So it has been, as per the recommendations of 43rd GST Council, this committee was set up, which is to be headed by Conrad Sangma. As per the RBI data, banks operating in India have reported the frauds of Dash as on 31st March 2021. Again, March data. Frauds of rupees 4.92 trillion have been reported as per the data. So again, RBI data and fraud cases data. This is again important for phase 1 as well as phase 2. ESI is common there. Okay. It's 4.92 trillion. Few people are giving wrong answers, but that's okay. Now you know the right answer. 4.92 is the right answer. So that's it, my dear friends. Thank you so much for your time. With this question, we have concluded our lecture of January 2. May Current Affairs of ESI. I'll just quickly show you the schedule that I have. 5th September, today's lecture at 12 noon we started, and 2.5 hours we have covered our current affairs from January to May. Now this is the schedule. Take a screenshot from tomorrow. You have to give us 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. We would need your time of 1.5 to 2 hours of both the time slots, because we are gonna cover ESI Current Affairs, Quants, ARD, Reasoning, ARD Static, GA, ESI Static, Computer Awareness, and again last lecture would be very important. So that's it from my end. I really hope that you enjoyed the session. I wish that this is gonna be helpful to you. You have been lovely students, participative, and that's it. Thank you so much. Any queries, I'll be here with you for a few minutes. You can feel free to ask me any queries. I was getting few queries in between the lecture. I could not take those up because of obviously the lecture had to run. Now I'll be here with you. ठीक है? तो जल्दी से you can ask me the questions. Then I'll wind up and you guys can have your lunch आराम से. ठीक है? तो जी लेते हैं questions. You're welcome, Nikhil. We got a lot of requests for postponing the sessions because at 11 a.m. there was All India mock test, 11 to 12, right? So there are many students who have come directly to the session after their test. All India mock test 2 was there. If you haven't enrolled to it, enroll to the test, okay? Acha, Rituraj, no. Please do not think that you have got less marks in the test, so you are out of race. You are not supposed to think like that. See, your score that you have mentioned is not that bad, but you have to understand these tests or these sessions are for your practice, to give you boosters that you can take your sessions to the, take your questions to the next level. Okay? Sunil, do not worry, the PDF will be uploaded on the Telegram channel. You'll have to wait for few, like 1-2 hours. You'll get the lecture PDF. How to join Telegram? This is another question, very common question. Please go to the description of this video. There you will find a link of the Telegram channel. You can quickly go there and join. So that is it, I think. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mock test result, Hanji. Mock test result, another question I have. This mock test result can be checked at 2 p.m. The result will be live at 2 p.m. Okay, your ranking will be there. तो ठीक है फिर. Thank you guys. You're welcome, and thank you for the Teachers' Day wishes. You have been lovely students. I hope this session helps you and this series helps you. And let's see you tomorrow, right? Take the test, All India mock test, and also join to the sessions. That's it. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. For any other concern, feel free to drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in, right? Bye-bye.